Good morning, friends. You are most welcome to Think IS channel. Today we are discussing the question and answers of anthropology. Our question is discuss the relationship of anthropology with medical sciences. Introduction. Medical science deals with prevention, diagnosis, and treatment as a part of management of diseases. Since human health is understood from the perspective of biology and culture, physical and sociocultural anthropology are associated with medical science. But there are also some differences between anthropology and medical sciences. Historical background. Review of literature reveals that anthropologists have made significant contribution in the field of medicine. First, in 1942, Ackernacht, a medical historian, contributed a series of scientific papers on primitive medicine. These papers provided useful guidelines to anthropologists for conducting research on indigenous system of medicine. Second, later, there were a series of researches on role of anthropology to psychosomatic psychosomatic medicine by anthropologists like Henry and Margaret Mead in 1947. Third, Clements tried to trace the worldwide distribution of five basic concepts of diseases, namely sorcery, sorcery, breach of taboo, object intrusion, spirit intrusion, and soul loss. Fourth is Ackernacht, Ackernacht 1942 on primitive medicine. Primitive medicine is not a collection of errors and superstitions, nor is to be explained by simply stating that in the medical field primitives used spells, prayers, blood lettering, bloodletting, human fat, etc. What counts are not the form but the place medicine occupied in the life of a tribe or people. It has been proved on the basis of anthropological cross-cultural case studies that introducing Western techniques in public health necessitates adapting the role of doctor and other health personnel to fit other existing cultural expectations. Relationship between physical anthropology and medical sciences as a part of study of human variation anthropology studies blood group typing HLA human leukocyte antigen system which are also the part of medical science. Dermatographic study of dermatographics. Dermatographic study or dermatoglyphics. It is the part of physical anthropology which has benefited the branch of forensic medicine, comparative anatomy, and anthropometry. It is the area of study of physical anthropology which helps in development of artificial limb. In many countries, anatomical department of medical science must recruit anthropologists mandatorily. Geron, gerontology, gerontology, gerontology. Physical anthropology studies growth and development pattern of human being. In the process, they also study the pattern of old age, which can help elderly people grapple the problem of aging. Physical anthropology has found out the causes behind the hereditary characters of diseases which benefited medical science. Genetic engineering and biotechnology are studied by both anthropology and medical science in order to protect and promote human health, prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of diseases. Relationship between socio-cultural anthropology and medical sciences. The concept of disease and well-being are culturally determined. Example, some of the tribal people in India do not consider themselves as sick as long as they are not bedridden. Diagnosis of diseases. There are sociocultural mechanism of there are sociocultural mechanism to diagnose several types of diseases and their symptoms. In rural Bengal, snake bite is diagnosed by the by the testing of green chilies by the victim. By tasting of green chilies by the victim, if the victim tastes the chili bitter, the bite is by poisonous snake. Treatment of diseases. Certain knowledge of leaves and bark is there in every society to cure diseases. Example, tulsi, basil. Leaves along with honey is used to cure common cold. Ethnobotany and primitive pharmacopoeia. Pharmacopoeia. Ethnobotany means using plant as a medicine for diagnosing and cure many diseases by simple society. Example, Kanu tribe living in Nilgiri hills use herbal medicine for increasing resistance to diseases. Recently, their knowledge has reached to drug research institute belonging to MNC multinational companies. Certain diseases are regarded as supernaturally inflicted. For management of these kinds of diseases, priest or magician prescribes the patient to dip in a particular pond or visit some places of pilgrimage. Prevention of diseases. First, certain behavioral patterns regarding foods, feeding habits are followed as a hygienic notion in the simple society. The medical evidences for this purpose is also available at the level of knowledge. Second, prevention by cultural practice. Sahalia Sahalia tribe in MP, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, etc. use certain herbs as contraceptives. Difference between anthropology and medicine or medical science. First, anthropology focuses on both traditional and modern system of medicine, though the focus being more on traditional medicine. Medical science focuses mainly on modern system of medicine. Second, medical science studies the disease pattern is an atomistic and part manner, but anthropology studies it in a holistic manner, taking into account social and cultural practices, economic behavior of communities, religious practices, beliefs, and attitudes, etc. Third, the modern culture lays greater stress upon scientific medicines as opposed to folk or folk or indigenous medicine. However, one cannot forget that socio-cultural forces play a large part in determining the meaning of illness, the function of illness, and ways of contracting illness. Ways of counteracting illness. Conclusion. Thus, though medical science and anthropology are different disciplines, they borrow knowledge from each other to enrich their overall understanding about various aspects of human health. Human health, thus, is not product of biology but also that of culture. Thank you very much.